DOLA Pro Advanced Customisations, Reverse Mortons Extension. A Reverse Mortons Extension is a rectangular shaped pad added to the top of the orthotic under a top cover for long-term protection. It is a uniform height along the length and width of the pad and tapers at the edges. It is commonly placed to support the metatarsals 2 to 5 from the calc-cuboid region to the sulcus, providing a drop-off to the first metatarsal, aiming to plantarflex the first with respect to the other metatarsals. The DOLA Reverse Mortons Extension material, height and shape has been designed based on feedback from health professionals. The DOLA Poron Reverse Mortons Extension pads are self-adhesive with 3M tape backing and are available in two sizes, small and large. Selection of the Reverse Mortons Extension pad size is based on foot morphology and pathology. Reverse Mortons Extension shape. The pad can be left as a standard shape from out of the packet, or customised, including the dimensions, the length and width, the pad height, or customised with cutouts, apertures or divots, based on pathology or to influence foot function. The length of the pad is commonly adjusted based on clinical preference. Positioning. The Reverse Mortons Extension commonly runs from the midfoot at the calc-cuboid joint or metatarsal cuneiform region to the sulcus of metatarsals 2 to 5. It follows the metatarsal shafts of 2 to 5 and runs under the metatarsal heads, spanning from the lateral border of the foot to ID space 1-2. The height and size of the pad is per practitioner preference and is often a result of treatment-directed testing. The DOLA Pro full length has clinical markings that can assist in the placement of the Reverse Mortons Extension pad. Reverse Mortons Extension length. A long version of the pad can run from the calc-cuboid region, while it can be shortened to run from a more distal position along the metatarsal shafts. The pad transitions to the medial arch of the orthotic shell along the medial border. The height of the pad is uniform to provide a drop-off for the first metatarsal. Treatment-directed testing. Treatment-directed testing of the Reverse Mortons Extension pad size and position can be performed on the patient's foot, shoe insole, or on an orthotic shell. This can be used to test for clinical effect, patient tolerance, and comfort. Note: secure with strapping tape or hyperfix to allow the adjustment of pad location in your treatment-directed testing. Customised positioning. For a custom position, mark the position required on the patient's foot and transfer to the orthotic. Common markings or anatomical landmarks may include the posterior start point at the calc-cuboid, cuboid or metatarsal cuneiform region, and the anterior end point at the sulcus, and the medial margin at ID 1-2. Use a pen or lipstick to mark the landmarks on the plantar surface of the patient's foot in a non-weight bearing position. To transpose the mark onto the DOLA Pro orthotic, position the patient on the orthotic in a weight-bearing position and apply body weight. The mark will now be transposed onto the orthotic shell, giving a guide for the position of the Reverse Mortons Extension pad. Reverse Mortons Extension Orthotic Edition. Select the required Reverse Mortons Extension pad size and place the pad on the dorsal surface of the orthotic. Secure with strapping tape or hyperfix for treatment-directed testing, or peel and stick the self-adhesive 3M tape for orthotic manufacture. Trim the excess pad from the lateral border and protect the Reverse Mortons Extension with a top cover for long-term use and dispense. Reverse Mortons Extension Case Examples. In this case example, a size small Poron Reverse Mortons Extension was placed on a size small DOLA Pro 70 soft full-length orthotic shell. The prescription was completed with a 4-degree varus intrinsic rearfoot post grind, semi-perforated Durafit black top cover, and fit customisations for the Revere enclosed sandal. The DOLA Pro full length was designed for customisation to different footwear types, including sandals, and is fully reinforced out of the packet. In this case example, a size large Poron Reverse Mortons Extension was placed on a size medium DOLA Pro 80 medium density full-length orthotic shell. The prescription was completed with a plantar EVA 4mm heel raise, Poron full-length mid-layer, and black DuraFit smooth top cover. The aim of this orthotic was to help sagittal plane function at the ankle and forefoot, transition to high gear toe-off, and first MPJ function during gait. In this case example, a size small Poron Reverse Mortons Extension was placed on a size small DOLA Pro 80 medium density 3/4 length orthotic shell. The 3/4 length orthotic shell was selected due to the restricted toe box depth of the patient's casual footwear. Other prescription variables included a 3mm Poron medial arch pad and an intrinsic 4-degree rearfoot varus post grind. The selection of the full-length 2mm EVA black top cover kept the forefoot thin while being protected with a plantar DuraFit forefoot extension. Footwear requirements were a primary consideration in this prefabricated orthotic design. In this case example, a size large Poron Reverse Mortons Extension was placed on a size large DOLA Pro 85 high density full-length orthotic shell for a men's size 11 to 12. The orthotic prescription included a Poron mid-layer with a plantarfascial groove accommodation, intrinsic 6-degree rearfoot varus post grind, and was covered with black leather full-length top cover. The aim of this orthotic was to improve the windlass function and minimise arch irritation. In this case example, a size small Poron Reverse Mortons Extension was modified to a shorter length and was placed on the size small DOLA Pro 80 medium density full-length orthotic. The size and position of the Reverse Mortons Extension pad was selected after successful treatment-directed testing on the shoe insole. The prescription was completed with a 3mm Poron medial arch pad and covered with black DuraFit smooth full-length top cover. In this case example, a size small Reverse Mortons Extension was placed on a size extra small DOLA Pro soft density Pro Fit orthotic shell. The Pro Fit model is designed for hard-to-fit footwear styles, including football boots, cycling cleats, casual and dress shoes. This patient required fitting to a football boot. The increased medial and lateral plantar grinds and rearfoot post taper, reduced plantar footprint and reduced forefoot thickness allows easy fitting to their hard-to-fit footwear style. This prescription was completed with a 3mm Poron medial arch pad and a semi-perforated black DuraFit top cover. In this case example, a size large Poron Reverse Mortons Extension was selected from the two size options. This Reverse Mortons Extension position and size was selected based on treatment-directed testing, with a successful reduction of the patient's forefoot symptoms and an improvement in their first MPJ function. The prescription was completed with a 6-degree rearfoot varus intrinsic grind and a black DuraFit smooth top cover. In this case example, a size small Poron Reverse Mortons Extension pad was selected for a size extra small DOLA Pro medium density full-length orthotic shell. The pad was used in the shape from the packet, resulting in a long pad extending proximally from the calcuboid region to the sulcus. This combination of Reverse Mortons Extension and rearfoot varus post was successfully treatment-directed tested. In this case example, the clinical markings on the DOLA Pro full-length orthotic shell were used to aid in the placement of the Reverse Mortons Extension edition. The full-length DOLA Pro has a series of markings to assist with in-clinic modification, including rearfoot bisection and grinding lines, plantar taper lines, and indications for common additions including forefoot extensions. The stable flat plantar surface direct from the packet saves valuable clinic time. The modification of an orthotic shell with the addition of a Reverse Mortons Extension is used to influence foot function and reduce common pathologies, including to plantarflex the first ray with respect to the second to fifth, to improve the windlass, first MPJ function and propulsion, in functional hallux limitus, to aid in high gear toe-off, for various midfoot, forefoot and rearfoot pathologies, or to accommodate a rigid plantarflex first. It uses the material properties of Poron, shape of the pad, and position applied to provide cushioning and mechanical change. An alternative option includes an EVA forefoot valgus extension. Adding a reverse Mortons extension pad to an orthotic shell is a common in-clinic modification. The following video will show you how easy it is to add a reverse Mortons extension in clinic.